This is why England is the best place on planet Earth, because name me another country where you can sell noodles in a pot and it will be the best tasting thing in your country. This is a pot noodle and British people love this. This is our culture. Quick, it's easy, it's simple, okay? And it's one of the best tasting things in the whole of England. This is beef and tomato flavour, which is my personal favourite. Wow. It comes with a little tomato ketchup packet that you just pour in. For some reason, the tomato that comes in these is so tangy and good compared to normal tomato. It just has a different zest to it. I don't know what it is. Where else can you put noodles in a pot that's made out of plastic and it's a bestseller in the country? Name me one. I need to choke for a second. Name me a country that has better food than England. I dare you, because this is Britain's best snack, which is a crisp sandwich. Essentially, it is 2 pieces of bread. This is homemade bread, not to flex on y'all, but wifey, with loads of thick butter and any crisp of your choice, or chips. I've gone for Space Raiders because I'm a woman of class. So you want to place it on top. This is the best bit. Listen to that. Oh, look at that. Let's split it in half because it's quite a mouthful. Bon appetit. Look at that. The butter with the crisps. Yup. Oh wow. 10 out of 10 across the board. And I'll die on that hill. Look at that. This is why England is the best place on planet Earth, because name me another country that has better traditional meals than this. This is pasta and British gravy. Just look at that. Now, a lot of people don't know what British gravy is. Savoury sauce made from the meat drippings or vegetable drippings that you make when you're making a roast dinner. Now, I love putting it on pasta because pasta is one of my favourite things. With gravy on top, chef's kiss, baby. That is so good. The richness from the gravy mixed with the pasta. Genuinely, it's a life-changing meal. So for all the people that say that British food is not the best, you haven't tried it, love. And until you try it, zoop. What you need to do is you're not being open-minded enough. You're not embracing other cultures, okay? And until you've embraced a British culture and had pasta with gravy, I suggest you be quiet, love. Please tell me why British food is so stereotyped as bad food when this is what I call a peak delicacy. Beans, I'm sorry, they elevate a plate like no other. You have not experienced a good meal until you put some chips that are from the freezer with some beans, okay? Genuinely, you might think I'm joking, but this took 20 minutes to cook up. 20 minutes for this delicious feast. And I truly don't believe people when they say that British food isn't the best. Okay, this might not be the most nutritionally dense, you know, it's not got vegetables in it, but beans are classed as healthy because they've got fibre in it. I'm not saying this is the reason why I've got abs, but I am also saying this is the reason I've got abs, because why is British food stereotyped so bad when it's one of the most loved foods? This is why England is the best place on planet Earth, because name me another country that does bacon sandwiches better than this. I dare you. Now what this is a crisp sandwich made up of bacon rashers. Little potato snacks that are flavoured bacon. Did you know, a little bit of a fun fact, when you eat food with your fingers like this sandwich that we do here in England, it releases a trigger of saliva and digestive enzymes in your gut. and it signals to your brain from the nerves in your fingertips, and then it prepares your gut. It actually makes you eat slower and more mindful. This is essentially healthy because of the fact that it is preparing my gut to eat this food. So good. And just another reason why England has the best food, because have you tried bacon rashers? And they don't even have bacon in them. That's the gag. They're not even made of bacon. This is classed as a struggle meal to anywhere outside of the UK. There is literally no way that's possible. I know it's popular to hate British food and pretend it's not good, but can we all stop lying as if beans on toast is not an ancient relic? It's popular for a reason. One thing about me is I'm very proud of my British culture, and I will have beans on toast at least once a week so that I can feel like I'm British. Beans on toast, I've got bagels because we didn't have any toast in. Like, that is absolutely incredible. Have you tried it? Have you tried beans on toast? Have you? Because if you haven't, then I don't want to hear your opinion, actually. Try beans on toast, come back to me, and then we can talk about British food. And also, by the way, heating it in the kettle is a really good move. It's quick, it's easy, you can clean it very easily, so I would recommend it, and you can just pour it over then. Easy. Tell me why British restaurants don't exist when this is one of England's top dishes. This is a roast dinner, which is known in England as one of our top dishes. Anytime I have been not in England, I never find a British restaurant. Now, you're telling me if this wasn't to be sold in Italy that the Italians wouldn't go mad for it, for a lovely warm roast dinner? I know the Americans would eat this up. I get angry at the fact of people saying, England has no culture, British food is not good. Try this and come back to me. You've got vegetables, sausage rolls on mine because I'm a woman of culture, roast potatoes, cabbage, swede. Can you get much better than this? Answer is no. I've even got sweet potatoes in mine. It just irritates me when people say, oh, British food is not good. It's because there are no restaurants that are offering British food. If there was, then you would know how good British food is. Why aren't there any British restaurants anywhere? Why is that? It makes zero sense to me. This is a delicacy in England, and this is a delicacy in America. But which country has the best delicacy? Competing for the UK is a crisp sandwich which consists of bread, butter and crisp. Listen to this. Competing for America is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. If we compare the sugar content of both of these delicacies together, approximately this peanut butter and jelly sandwich has 30 grams of sugar. They are feeding this to children for lunch. Approximately about 2 grams of sugar for a crisp sandwich here in the UK. Let's go in for the peanut butter and jelly delicacy sandwich. It's awful. It's awful. So the amount of sugar that is in this is more than your daily intake. 30 grams is what America recommends, and that is the lamest sandwich I've ever had in my life. To the British delicacy, which is a crisp sandwich. The thick white bread mixed with the crisps, the crunch of it all with the thick butter. Really cannot top this. This is a top tier meal. Best delicacy goes to England. You can't tell me that doesn't look appealing. This is why England is the best place on planet Earth, because name me another country that has food that is better than this. This is simply bread and butter, but England is the only place where it is socially acceptable to have this as a meal, and people will not judge you. I would argue that bread and butter is a fundamental classic of the British cuisine, and it's truly a frontliner. It's spectacular, okay? Warm bread and butter. Oh my god. The salt from the butter mixing with the warm loaf. Honestly, it's delectable. And this is why England has the best food ever.
Listen to that. This is why England is the best place on planet Earth, because name me another country that has food that is more appealing than this. This is a crumpet with cheese and Marmite. Marmite is basically yeast extract. As I always say, if it's not dripping, you ain't working hard enough. So I've got loads of butter, loads of cheese and Marmite. So let's go in for the taste test, shall we? Oh. I could actually cry. I could cry about how good this is. I could cry. Genuinely, you don't know what British food is capable of until you've had a crumpet with cheese and Marmite. If I'm not eating it and it's not dripping out of my mouth, I don't want it.
British people don't eat seasoned foods. What the hell is this then? Feast your eyes on what is known as a crisp sandwich. So what this is 2 pieces of bread with thick butter on and a crisp selection of your choice. Now crisps are also known as chips in America. Go in for the taste test. This is my favourite bit. You crunch it down. Hear that crunch? You know it's going to be a good sandwich. There's a lot of bread for my liking. The choice of crisp that I've got on is original hula hoops, which is just plain hula hoops. Let's go in together. Every time it's a 10 out of 10. Every time. They say British people don't have real food. This is what people come to England for. Crisp sandwiches. Truly, there is nothing better than a crisp sandwich, and I truly believe that a crisp sandwich should be known in the history books for the best food. It's quick, it's easy, and it's delicious. England has the best food in the world, and today I'm gonna prove it to you. This is cheesy chips with gravy. Grab some chips, put them on an oven tray, place them into the oven. While they cook, we need to prepare our gravy and our cheese. Pour some water into a bowl, place it on the hob until it starts boiling. You wanna put your cheese into another pot. Cheese is starting to look lovely and edible. A few more granules. Like the real chef you are, you just want to grab them with your hands and place them on the plate. There's a bit more spice texture to it. Grab your cheese, slap it on. High in protein, high in carbs, high in fibre. Doesn't that look so appetizing? And you want to grab your hot gravy and you want to just pour it right on top of the cheese so it melts it. Look at that. Wow. Now that is a meal for a king. That is how you make cheesy chips with gravy.
This is why England is the best place on planet Earth, because name me another country that has food that is better than this. This is Dairy Lee and Dunkers, which is basically a pot of cheese with these jumbo sticks that are garlicky and heavenly. So you just shove it in there. Like, look at that. That is the most appealing food I've ever seen in my life. And you can try and argue with me, but you're not going to win. The only crime of this food is the fact that the portions are so small. No other country has food that is as incredible as this. I'm sorry. Italy has their pizzas. Germany has hamburgers. America has... I don't know what it has. England has Dairy Lee Dunkers. This is why England is the best place on planet Earth, because name me another country where a food doubles up as a cleaning product. This is a crumpet with washing up liquid, and this is how British people actually wash our dishes. We use crumpet to get the stuff that you clean your dishes with. It literally acts as a sponge. So not only can you eat a crumpet, use it to wash your dishes. Isn't that incredible that us British people are literally not only the inventors of food, but also the inventors of amazing products. Tell me that is not the most incredible thing you have ever seen all day. Like, literally reusable as well. It's a crumpet, but you can literally wash dishes with it. Name me literally any other country that has a food item that you can double up as a sponge. How incredible is that? Seriously, how incredible is that?
British people eat no seasoning. Why do you even eat like that? I present to you a seasoned British food of them all, a crisp sandwich. If today was my last day on earth, this is the exact meal that I would make, crisp sandwich. So what you want to do is slather the butter on your bread of choice. Pick your crisps of choice. I love a crinkle cut. Place them on the bread. Get your other piece of bread, put it on top. This is it. It's like performing surgery. That crunch. That's how you know it's going to be a banging sandwich. Now let's go in for a taste test. When I say this is 10 out of 10, I mean it wholeheartedly. Please go home and try this instantly. Because I'm not kidding when I say this is 10 out of 10. Phenomenal. Every time. Wow. Seasoning of the butter with the crisps, it really just builds the whole palate together.
Look at that. This is why England is the best place on planet Earth, because name me another country that has mince pies. England is the best place on planet Earth because of our food that we have. We have the greatest food on planet Earth, and mince pies is one of them. British people are the inventors of the mince pie, which is a festive classic, which is a puff pastry with currants inside. Let's take a look inside of it. Now this is a British classic. Wow! Now let's get a taste of the mince pie. Sweet, supple currants inside, mixing with the pastry that is creamy and rich, and it melts in your mouth. It is a 10 out of 10 experience, and that is why I'll die on the hill that England has the best food.
Try and name me another country that has food that looks more appealing than this. I dare you. Tell me why England was named the second most depressed country when food like this in our country exists. This is a festive bake from Greggs, so it's basically got everything that you love about Christmas in it. I'm talking stuffing, I'm talking cranberry, I'm talking... I don't even know what is in it, but it's absolutely delicious. How in the world can us British people be depressed when this exists? The pastry? Look! Like, name something that looks more appealing than that. I dare you. Like, my mouth is watering. Oh, look how appealing that looks. Genuinely, I've never seen a country that has food that is more appealing than this. Wow.
British people have no culture. Then what the hell is this? This is one of the top British delicacies, which is cheesy chips with gravy. It's literally just cheese, chips, and gravy. And every time it slaps. I have never had a cheesy chip with gravy that hasn't tasted like a 10 out of 10 Michelin star restaurant. You a close up so you can see what I'm getting into. Let's see if we can get a cheese pull as well. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, didn't quite get a cheese pull, but still, like, honestly, this is one of my top meals, and I'm being genuinely serious. I love this meal. Different textures. It's the thinness of the gravy, but the savoury taste of it with the chips. It really just, it takes home why I think England has the best food. And it really annoys me when people say, oh, like, British people don't have culture, don't have proper food. Meanwhile, you have your burgers, babe. I'll have my cheesy chips with gravy, all right? Take a look at this. This is why England is the best place on planet Earth, because name me another country that has a food that is more staple than this. This is a crumpet. When I say this is the best British delicacy you will ever lay your eyes on, I mean it. It's literally bread, but in a different format with holes in it, and it tastes so delicious. I'm going for the taste test. You've got to have lashings of butter. If it's not dripping, you're not working hard enough. When you come out the womb, they basically put on your birth certificate that you love crumpets. It's essential. It's imperative for every British person to eat this up. Look at that. And me personally, if I'm not having to suck the butter out when I'm eating it, I clearly haven't put enough butter on. This is why England is the best place on planet Earth, because name me another country that has better food than this. This is a crisp sandwich, but not only a crisp sandwich, it's a Skips crisp sandwich. Skips are a prawn cocktail, light and melty crisp. You need lashings of butter that will make a Victorian child sick to their stomach. Now, this is the best bit of a British sandwich. Oh, look at how good that looks. Melting flavour of the crisp blended in with the creamy butter. It's just truly a one-of-a-kind meal.
If I was on death row, this is the meal I would definitely be eating every single day. Feast your eyes on bangers and mash. This is one of the most classic British meals. I've used instant potatoes, took me 5 minutes, with beans from a can, sausages from the fridge. Now let's go in for our first taste test. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get every single bite. So I'm gonna get some beans, I'm gonna get some of the really nutritious potato, and a bite of the sausage as well. The sweetness from the beans, the plain taste of the potatoes is coming through. The beans just really encapsulate the Britishness of it. The sausages are so succulent and they just have this really nice oniony taste. It's really all about the seasonings in this dish. The British have the best food because who else could serve you a bit of potatoes and beans with sausages and say, this is a meal and it tastes really good? No one. Now it's just a 10 out of 10 meal. I'm so sorry. I hate to say it, it's better than any other country's food. It's just phenomenal.
Look how good that looks. This is why England is the best place on planet Earth. Just name me another country that has food that is more appealing than this. This is a chip butty, which is literally bread and butter with a load of chip shop chips shoved inside of it. It is absolutely marvellous. It's one of the best tasting things we've got in England and everyone has done it. It's a classic. Take a bite of this. Now sometimes if I'm feeling a bit more frisky, I'll put a bit of tomato ketchup on or even mayonnaise, but on most days I like to keep it quite, you know, normal and just have it plain. And this is why I think England has delicacies, because it's just so simplistic. It's easy. I had so many of these in childhood. I remember having this so often. It just reminds me of childhood and it's really nice. British people eat like World War II is happening. Then what the hell is this? This is what I call British delicacy, and I'm going to tell you exactly what it is if you don't know what it is. This is what we call in England cottage pie. Cottage pie is essentially mince beef with basically mashed potatoes on the top with gravy. Now this is peak delicacy, and I'm sorry if you don't think this is peak delicacy,
I don't know what to tell you. It's got vegetables in, so not only is it providing you with carbs, it's providing you with fibre, it's providing you with protein, it's providing you with everything. You are getting the meal all in one in this. Let's go in for the taste test. Let's go in for the taste test. Come on. You cannot tell me after a hard day's of work this isn't the most satisfying meal you have ever had. It's warm, it's hearty, it's loving. It's 10 out of 10 every single time. It is 10 out of 10 every single time. Because that is British delicacy, babe. That's British delicacy, I'm so sorry. Hill I am absolutely willing to die on is the fact that British food is 10 times better than any other country. I don't care what you have to say. This is peak delicacy, and I'm gonna explain what it is, because you might be a bit confused if you're not from England. So what we have here is a jacket potato, beans over the top. Now, if you don't know what a jacket potato is, it's basically a baked potato, loads of butter inside, beans. Now, typically we would have beans on toast, but this is what I like to think a little bit more of a sophisticated version. Let's go in for the taste test. Now, I like to mush it up a little bit just to make it a little bit more mushy, and let's do our taste test together, okay? Cheers. Every time it hits, every single time, 10 out of 10. Phenomenal. Perfect. Beans are just amazing.
Look at that. This is why England is the best place on planet Earth, because name me another country that has foods that are better than this. This is a jam crumpet, which is one of the best British delicacies. It's a sweet yet supple treat that we all know and love. What it is a crumpet with loads of butter with strawberry jam on the top. It's a specialty here in England. You will often have this accompanied with a cup of tea. I don't understand why British restaurants aren't a thing, because if you sold this, it'd be selling like hotcakes in other countries. Like a spongy, bready kind of situation. Crumpets aren't sweet by nature, but obviously if you put jam on top of it, it is sweet, and that's when it has a really nice feel to it. It is a rite of passage for every British person to love a crumpet.